Boys may think about the Roman Empire every day, but real men think about the French Empire every day. Hi, my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Napoleon, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby. So the movie follows the exploits of the man himself, Napoleon Bonaparte, played by Joaquin Phoenix. From his beginnings as a captain in the French army to the famous Waterloo battle, the movie takes you through pretty much every major battle Napoleon ever fought in, and then some. It also covers his let's say, complex relationship with Empress Josephine, played by Vanessa Kirby, and his clashes with the French political leadership. So, performance-wise, the film is solid. Joaquin Phoenix, he is reliable as ever as Napoleon, a brilliant yet exceptionally petty military officer who longs to, serve France and keep it, in glory. He manages to handle the emotional volatility of the character very well. Phoenix knows when there are moments where he needs to restrain himself and when to cut loose, because there are moments, overall, the Napoleon character, he's pretty cool as a cucumber, but when he goes off, and he manages to handle it very well without feeling like, he's playing two different characters. Vanessa Kirby, she also does a good job of playing Josephine, a widowed aristocrat who is the object of both equal parts love and scorn of Napoleon. And Kirby, she does a good job of portraying Josephine and how she kind of rides that fine line between having power over Napoleon and being subject to Napoleon's whims. Especially with regards to having a child, as throughout the movie, Napoleon and Josephine are trying to have a child and are not being very successful at it. I won't go into too much detail on it, except to say that the film resolves the fertility issues in a rather interesting way. Oh yeah, Ridley Scott is one of the few Hollywood directors making epic films. And by epic, I mean epic in scale. And the action scenes reflect that. The action sequences are epic and chaotic, yet always understandable. You always know who is where, and thankfully, back in ye olden days of the army, that rather than, wearing camouflage, they wore the brightest colors ever to stand out. Bad for military strategy, but good for modern movie audiences. That way you can tell who's doing what. The cinematography helps communicate the sheer scale of people involved in these battles. Like, they must have had to pay quite a lot of dough to all the extras, or at least I hope they did. And yet the film never loses sight of the flesh and blood human beings getting absolutely pulverized by cannon fire and bullets. Where things start to fall apart, though, is the writing. While the writing features plenty of virtues, ranging from compelling, if occasionally opaque, political intrigue to compelling character moments both on and off the battlefield, it is just too damn long. Like, seriously, this film did not need to be 2.5 hours. This film makes me appreciate the awe-inspiring power that is pacing, because Killers of the Flower Moon is an hour longer, and yet it feels much shorter, and I don't know why. Maybe this film needed an editor to go in and trim the fat. Maybe this film needed a screenwriter to compress scenes together and maybe just delete some scenes entirely. I don't know what this film needed. All I know is this film needed to be much, much shorter. And I can only imagine how this film would feel in the director's cut, which is reportedly much longer than 2.5 hours. So, though it certainly benefits from a solid lead performance by Joaquin Phoenix and Ridley Scott's penchant for epic battle sequences, Napoleon is severely wounded by its overlong 150-minute runtime. So with all that in mind, I will be giving Napoleon 3.5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite Ridley Scott movie and why?